Guys, welcome back to my channel. It is officially 70 days out from the Olympia. As you can see, I just made a cup of coffee. I used the French press. It's something I kind of just added back into my routine, and I actually enjoy it a lot because I get a nice big cup of coffee and it gives me something to do in terms of like a routine in the morning, and I like trying different kinds of coffee. But I'm about to hit fasted cardio. Right now I'm doing about 20 to 30 minutes of fasted cardio, low intensity, usually like an incline treadmill walk. And my goal right now is just to maintain conditioning from the show I just did. Not really pushing anything too intense in terms of, cardio, just because I'm fairly lean right now. Good morning, Bubby. But I want to show you guys, what I do today. Showing you guys my pre-workout and post-workout meal, so what I eat around my training. I take you guys through a back workout where I show you guys, the format of training that I like to do, implementing, rest pause and the kind of format I use. And I will probably show you guys like the top sets of my workout. I'm gonna hit the apartment gym in the next 10 minutes, get this cardio done. Feel a little tired just because I slept a little late last night, but I've been waking up routinely at the same time. It's very weird too, because like I wake up to use the restroom the same time every single day, and I feel like my body's just in a certain rhythm or pattern. So I'm just keeping up with where my body is. So when I wake up every single day, I just keep that within the same pattern, just because I don't know. I think having a pattern is very important, especially when you're on a prep, because that's how you're going to be able to see how you respond to certain things and how you can manipulate it and make changes as needed. But gonna enjoy this cup of coffee, hang out with my pugs, probably take them on a walk before I do cardio. Damn, that's a big cup of coffee. It's pretty good.
Finished up with fasted cardio this morning. Currently 10 weeks out from the Olympia. I'm laying in bed right now. I did cardio this morning. Feel a little beat, but overall I felt like the last 3 weeks I was just really resting my body, just because I just coming off of that show in Texas. I did a pretty hard prep, and I feel like to really maximize my training for the Olympia prep with the time given, like thankfully I was able to qualify in that first run. Really wanted to rest my body so then I can formulate a more strategic training plan going into the show, because the previous Olympias I've been to Olympia 3 times, and it was always a struggle to get the qualification, because it would always be like on a third show or a show that's very close to Olympia. Or actually, I think the Olympia got pushed back to December some of the years because of the lockdown and stuff. So I would qualify and then have just like an odd space of time or not enough time to get ready and showcase my best. So I think with this given amount of time, like I have enough time to really strategically kind of set everything up properly. But there was a lot of pressure going into Texas because my cousin actually lived out there, my cousin Jay, and I did that show initially because I liked Austin a lot. I did it 2 years ago, got 5th place. So I wanted to hit that show and win that one because he lives there, but had a lot of pressure because his girlfriend actually reached out to me like 2-3 weeks prior to the show, and she was like, for Jay's birthday, I kind of want to come out to Florida, so we want to book a surprise trip. Like, is that going to be okay? And, you know, I agreed to it because, you know, I think it would have been a great time, but that would have been last weekend because he was just here last week. And if I didn't win Texas, I would have had to do Chicago the next weekend, which is the 20th of July. And more pressure, I had a few black belts from my jiu-jitsu gym, you know, come to me and tell me to be at the ceremony for promotions because I actually got my blue belt. And if I didn't win that show, I would have been in Chicago on that day of the ceremony. So I told them I'll be there if I win the show. So I had a lot of pressure coming into Texas, but I used it as fuel and it really brought the best out of me. And I feel like I thrived pretty well under pressure because for me, I feel like when there's pressure, it almost feels like I just have to pay attention to every detail that I can and just try to maximize and take any lead that I can get, you know what I mean? And get ahead if I can. So coming into Olympia, I'm going to try to have that same mentality because the first 3 years or first 3 attempts of me competing there, I just felt like I never really brought my best package and I really never nailed my peak. So coming into this year with the level of competition and the standard that they have, I think if I can come in a bit harder and fuller with a bit better conditioning, I think it would be a good showing. So plan on training some back today. I get a lot of messages about like building it back and like how do I get my erectors. I think my erectors are just genetics in a way because some people have different insertions and my erectors happen to be a strong point for me. So I could show you guys some of the top sets of my workout today and give you guys input on like how I set up myself to get to that top set, and during the top set, what am I exactly doing when I'm executing the exercise. So that should be fun. I'm gonna eat my pre-workout meal in the next hour. I did fasted cardio this morning, nailed 40 minutes. Just trying to keep my weight at a good spot because I'm still kind of in a recovery phase from the last show I just did, but I actually set my check-in to aerial today. So let's see what the game plan is being 10 weeks out. Show them what we're working with. Get the right amount of texture. Gotta weigh out the water. And the big bowl is also major key. 4 minutes.
Why is the big bowl major?
Big bowl is major key because if you're using a smaller bowl, the cream rice tends to kind of fluff up. It'll overflow, so you'll have to kind of clean up, you know, your microwave, and it probably doesn't come out the best either. Since we're waiting for the cream of rice to kind of settle in, still in the microwave, some nice stuff from Dark Sport, my sponsor. We have been leveling up on all aspects, and I'm always excited when I get a package from Dark. Show you guys some of this stuff. This is from the Bushido collection that just dropped. Definitely one of my favorite drops this year. I just love, you know, like the Japanese lettering and just the meaning behind the collection. Oh, we got this one here too. Oh shit. So when you order Dark Sport, this is kind of like the packaging that you get here. It's a nice box. I guess it depends on like how much you're ordering. Oh, look at these pants. Alright, I'll throw on an outfit right now just so you guys can see how it is. Bro, this is so fresh. Dual Lennox sweatpants. Wow, look at that. Look at that design. It's absolutely nuts. Oversized large for the bottoms. About 5'10". My weight right now is like mid 190s. Wow, look at that. Very comfy. It's such like a baggy fit. So this one is so fresh. Ani code premium tee. This size large right here. I don't even know if I would want to wear this to the gym. This is like a really nice shirt. Tell me that's not dope. Look at that. Bro. Damn. This is crazy. What's the back? Do you approve?
Yeah, I approve.
Damn. I feel different with this on.
I don't think I'd wear that today.
I heard time to get this pre-meal in. See, big bowl. Now you have a lot of space to add in all the stuff. Got the pre-meal here. I have 2 scoops of creatine from Gorilla Mine, 2 scoops of L-glutamine, which is 10 grams. Here, mixed in here with 1 scoop of the whey from Gorilla Mine Cookies and Cream. It's important to use a big bowl because when you mix it all up, you want to have that extra room to kind of like make sure everything's mixed in well. But this is my pre-training meal. I'm gonna eat this and then head to the gym probably in the next hour. Gonna do some client work and kind of rest a bit. But I'm very excited to show you guys, my workout and the mechanics I have. Behind each exercise that I do, I'm gonna focus, I think, lower lats and lats mainly this workout, but I guess we'll see. I love energy drinks, to be honest, because I just like the taste of it. Sometimes I'll use the powders, but I feel like I've kind of like burnt out from using pre-workout powders since, taking it since I was like 18 years old, like training at a young age. But the Blue Raspberry Gorilla Mind energy drink is one of my favorite tastes. It tastes like the Blue Jolly Rancher. It has no sugar, but it's like perfect. What you got? Celsius? Try this.
Which one's better?
Gorilla Mind all day. Way better tasting. Shake my head. All right, we're about to head to the gym right now. We're gonna hit some back. But took a good nap. Changed my outfit because the other one was just way too fresh for the gym. I was like, can't waste that outfit, But what I'm wearing is pretty fresh too. I have a Scarface Dark Sport collaborated tee, and then I'm wearing their track pants from the Bushido Trap. So you guys will see.
We'll do a fit check later.
Yeah, do a fit check later. Should I give them a physique update in the gym too? I mean, you guys are gonna see how I look. My goal with this prep is just to nail everything and give Ariel my best, just like I did at this last show, and make him proud, because that was the main thing. I was very anxious when I saw Ariel in Austin. I was like, shit, he hasn't seen me in person in a while. And I started posing for him. I was like sweating and shit. And I was like, but he was very blown away. He was just like, I've never seen your waist look like that. You're so dry. So, gonna keep that momentum coming into the O. But let's get this workout in. Everybody going to our first working set. I'm 15 minutes about into the workout. So this is probably gonna be one of my heavier sets for lat pull downs. The goal is to go for 8 to 12, and then I'm gonna superset it with some lat pullovers. Try to get like 12 to 15, and finish with like a 10-15 stretch. So I'll show you guys what I do. But when I do lat pullovers, I always try to put my thumbs over it, because that way I can really contract my lats a lot better. So I'll show you guys how I do it. Do a different variation for the lat pull down. So this time I'm gonna do 2 reps on the third one stretch. 2 reps, third one stretch, and go for about 3 or 4 rounds of that. And then I'm gonna do right into superset again. But I'm not gonna go as heavy. All right, going to the second exercise. Did a few feeder sets, going straight into the top working now. For this exercise, I'm gonna focus on squeezing and controlling the negative for 2 to 3 seconds. Then I'm gonna go for 8 to 10 reps, and then I'm gonna rest for 10 seconds, stretch a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back into the same exercise. And I'm gonna just do a straight set of 8 to 12, just keeping constant tension. Lats are pretty pumped right now. Well, I'm gonna do one more set just like that. All right, exercise number 3, we're gonna do single arm row, but I'm gonna be sitting on an angle. My goal is to really the outside of my lats, kind of like the upper side back. So
Just gonna be a straight set, but the goal is to really emphasize the squeeze and just controlling the weight of the entire movement.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control. I don't wanna keep on second guessing.
This exercise, I'm gonna be doing kind of a cable row, but instead of having my body upright like this, I'm actually gonna be leaning, trying to keep my torso still, and I'm gonna be pulling back like this. I'm going for 8 to 10, and then once I'm done those 8 to 10 reps leaned over, just lean back and just do regular reps. So I'll show you guys what I do. I use like this kind of mag grip right here, do underhand grip. Just really focus the lats.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control.
That was a pretty solid session. I did a few different variations. I hope you guys utilize it within your workout. 10 weeks out today. My weight's around the mid 190s. So feeling very solid still. Eating a bit more food since this show just because I have a lot of time. But let's see where the physique is at. Post-workout meal, I get 5 ounces of chicken, $4.7 little piece, 4.9 little piece, 5 on the dot, and then I get 11 ounces of white rice. So the carbs are pretty solid right now. This is post-training. A little bit more. There we go. 11 ounces on the dot. This is the post meal. Always gotta have food like cooked. If you have it ready, you don't have any excuses to eat out. So I always try to have my food prepared. Combination I've been doing. I'll do make sure I have salt. going through a mustard phase. Don't use that much. A lot of you guys are probably thinking like, isn't that chicken cold? To be honest, I actually like the chicken cold, to be honest. Actually, it's easier for me to eat. I feel like if I heat it up. Actually, I did a show, didn't have a microwave, I just ate cold chicken. And yeah, it was manageable. So the rice is heated up, but the chicken's cold. I mean, it's just my post-workout meal. Just gonna chow this down. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take something away from that back workout that I went through. I like to use different, formats of training and use rest pause, a lot of stretching in between. A lot of it is just to maximize the pump, but using fair weight. Because as you guys saw, I didn't go extremely heavy and really just focusing on the contractions. But 10 weeks out from the Olympia, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making videos every week leading up to the show. So drop a comment below on what you guys would like to see next. I'll see you guys in the next one. So thank you guys for watching.